Hey everyone, my name is Darklumiya, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys a deck profile on the deck that I used to reach legend rank this current season and also in test season 4. However, obviously the version was a little bit different back then, and all I've played since I started Hearthstone has been the hunter class, so I've been able to tweak the deck constantly each season to even more success. So without further ado, we're going to dip into the deck list. It's very standard, at least for the rush archetype, but it's still overlooked in the community and not taken as seriously, and I still think that it is superior to the mid-range build of Galenta or Life Coach. Plays 2 Hunter's Mark, 2 Flare, 2 Tracking. It's all very standard. The Hunter's Marks are probably one of the best cards in the deck. 2 Abusive Sergeant, 2 Leper Gnome, 2 Timberwolf, all very standard. And then for the trap lineup, I play 2 Explosive Trap, 2 Misdirection. Raynad's Cycle build uses Freezing Trap. Most Rush Hunters will still use Freezing Trap. I think Misdirection is leagues above for at least what this deck is trying to do. Not only can Misdirection be utilized as a board clear, but it can also do direct damage, and you can also trick your opponent into thinking that you have one trap or the other through little things like Hunter's Mark and everything, which we might get into in the gameplay video. But overall, I love Misdirection. I think it's a great card to have in here. 2 Unleash the Hounds, 1 Ironbeak Owl. 2 is unnecessary right now. It can kind of clog your hand. 1 is fine because you're playing the 2 Hunter's Marks. You also have other ways to deal with taunts, obviously being your traps and kill commands and whatnot. 2 Buzzard, 2 eaglehorn bow, 2 kill command, 2 arcane golem, 2 wolfrider, and leeroy. It's all very standard. A lot of people, like I said, consider it old school. However, in the past 2 seasons now, I've gotten to legend rank extremely quickly with the deck, so I would definitely recommend trying it out if you're new to the game or if you're having trouble on the ladder and you're looking to climb up. The one thing that I would possibly consider changing at this point in time, just due to the lack of rush hunters, because everybody's playing the mid-range build, you could potentially take out 1 flare. I was considering it myself, but I couldn't really find another viable card that I would like to replace over Flare, because even though Flare is obviously best utilized when you can take out your opponent's trap, just having it to cycle is pretty strong as well. And what I'm going to do next is play a game and go over some mulligan choices, just so you guys can see how the deck is used firsthand. And without further ado, we're going to dip right into some gameplay. I'm going to go over my mulligan choices and just overall plays so that you get a better feel for how the deck works. Contrary to popular belief amongst the community, the deck is not simply rushed to the face, and there are many situations where you must trade in order to secure board and have a better chance to win. So hopefully this will be one of those matches where I can highlight that for you guys. Now, generally speaking, you're looking for a 1-drop and a 3-drop in your opening hand. Usually, well, preferably it would be leper, gnome, and the bow, but there are other situations that might arise, so we will see here. And we got the leper gnome, we have a tracking, the arcane golem goes back. Now, since we have tracking and leper gnome here, we can get into our bow with the tracking, and we will keep the unleash against the druid, just because we already have, and we got a 3-drop with it as well. So this is actually a very nice hand to start with against druid. You just want to hope that they don't have the Argent Squire if they're playing token. 2 Wolfriders. It's really not that bad. Against Druid, if they have a slow hand and then they have to use their hero ability to kill the Wolfrider, would be very content. And depending on what we draw here, we're going to coin out a Wolfrider, because we have a 3-play after. And we drew the Hunter's Mark, which is one of the cards that you really want to see against Druid to be able to deal with their taunts. We know he doesn't have Wrath because he had the hero ability, the Leper Gnome. Unless he just top-decked it. Well, that's unfortunate, but we can manage. We got the Timberwolf, which is good. Because we have the unleash. So this situation here, we're actually looking pretty solid. You want to hope he doesn't have Keeper of the Grove here. Looks like he's going to taunt up the Ancient Watcher. Oh, he didn't have the taunt. So again, he had to use the hero ability on one of our minions, which is great because we get double the value out of it. Ancient Watcher is going to be something we're going to want to try and take care of. Now in this situation, you would usually want to flare first. Well, ideally you want to flare first before tracking, unless you're looking for something specific. And in this situation we're actually looking for our bow. So we're going to tracking. And we got our bow, although it's rather unfortunate that we lose 2 traps with it, but we don't really have a choice. Now this Ancient Watcher is most likely going to get Defender of Argus here, which is fine because we can just deal with it with Unleash if we really want. Although we'll probably end up saving it. He top decked the Sun Fury Protector, so this is very strong for him here. But we do have double Unleash. We're actually not going to use them here because we can't take care of both of the Ancient Watchers. Well, we actually could, but we're not going to waste 2 Unleashes to do it. So we're going to flare first. See what we draw. And we have both Hunter's Marks, so we're just going to ping and pass here, and then next turn we're most likely going to Unleash and finish off his Ancient Watchers. We have a Druid very low for, well, we're about to go into turn 6, so. And he has the 3rd taunt. So we actually can do a lot of fun stuff here. Let's see what we get. I think the only other card we'd want to see here is an Ironbeak Owl. We did not draw it. Let's see here. We could play out the 2nd Unleash, and I think I might do it. Well, actually I think we should wait to do that. So I think for now we're gonna play 1 Timberwolf. Actually, I don't even think it's worth it to play 1 Timberwolf here. I think we want to save that for the next Buzzard Unleash. So we're gonna Hunter's Mark that, take that out. And actually we are gonna play 1 Timberwolf, so we can take out. Actually, we can take out everything here. And that should put us in good shape. So we're sitting on 2 kill commands with Unleash, so he's actually extremely low. If he swipes here, we're actually pretty happy, because then that's his whole turn. Starfall, same thing. That's okay though. We're actually 1 damage short of killing him here. Let me just double check. We have 11 with kill command Unleash, and then 3 with the bow, so we're 1 short. So what we're gonna do is play out a leper gnome, set our trap and ping, and he's set up to be killed next turn, barring an Ancient. I think we will still win with Ancient of War, we'll see. Well, that's fine. We just didn't want to see a 2nd Druid of the Claw, and that should be game. Druid's actually one of the weaker matchups for Hunter. The only thing that is the harder matchup is the Control Warrior one. However, if you get the Hunter's Marks against Druid, you're actually in for a fairly easy match, as demonstrated here. And that's game. So that's going to wrap up the deck tech on Hunter Rush. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments, and I'll definitely get back to you. If you want to see my personal videos on my own channel, where I go through the ladder climb, make sure to check that out. It's youtube.com/Lumiya the Hunter. And that's it for now, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you later.